Defense Ministry gives nod to private investment policy in military platforms. What are the salient features of private investment policy in military platforms? What is the need for private participation in defense sector? What is the significance of privatization of defense sector in India? GS Paper 3, Defense. What is the context about? Recently the Defence Acquisition Council, DAC, finalized the broad contours of a much-awaited private investment policy in military platforms. Under the policy, the private firms will be roped in to build military platforms like submarines and fighter jets in India in partnership with foreign entities. The strategic partnership model aims to create a vibrant defense manufacturing ecosystem in the country through involvement of both the major Indian corporates as well as the MSME sector. Salient features of private investment policy in military platforms. This is a path-breaking reform in the defense acquisition procedures that would enable greater participation and investment of private sector in defense and aerospace sector. The policy will be notified soon as it would facilitate sizable contribution from private industry to defense manufacturing, while developing a sustainable ecosystem. With this strategic partnership model, the defense industry base in the country will be galvanized and MSMEs would be the major beneficiaries of such an ecosystem. The policy envisages establishment of long-term strategic partnerships with Indian defense majors through a transparent and competitive process. The policy will give a boost to the Make in India policy in the defense sector and set Indian industry on the path to acquiring cutting-edge capabilities. What is the need for private participation in defense sector? India currently imports amounts to nearly 70% of India's total defense expenditure. India recently became the largest importer of arms and ammunition between 2007 and 2011, which accounts for 10% of global arms imports. India's defense budget is one of the largest in the world. Internally, only 40% of the defense procurement currently is from domestic industries, and the government intends to increase this up to 70% in the next 5 years. India seriously needs to address this issue. One way is to allow private participation in defense sector. What is the significance of privatization of defense sector in India? Allow India to achieve indigenously produced defense equipment and increase its share from 30% present to 70% in future. Help to create a robust defense manufacturing and R&D sector. Help to fulfill armed forces requirement. Help to fulfill paramilitary requirement for internal security purpose. India will have access to modern technology through JV route between the private Indian firm and international defense firm. India will be immune to international sanction and whips of the foreign defense firm who resist transfer of latest technology. Create a pool of talent, engineers and scientists, who would further the development of futuristic technology. Enabling India becoming net exporter of weapons from net import of weapons which it is currently.